So family, how's everybody doing this Tuesday evening? My name is Saeed. Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic, I'm discussing what the White House is doing with the budget details, calling for eliminating steward time at Postal Service. This is getting really rough, guys. Left and right, they're attacking us, with different things. Cut budget here, cut this thing. So it's really concerning, especially with the new Postmaster General who has a not so friendly union background coming from FedEx. He hates unions. So all this stuff is piling up on the good old Postal Service. And, we just got to toughen up, stand for our rights and everything. So that's what today's topic is. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. I do postal content, everything about postal content, relating issues, sometimes Congress like today's, sometimes UPS, different things, it just depends. I appreciate all my supporters very much. Keep giving the channel the thumbs up. Really helps out everything on the algorithm. And again, thank you so much for everything you guys communicate with me in the comments. Everything. I appreciate taking the time to put a comment on here. Thanks so much. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Everything. So let's get to today's topic about the White House, what they're doing with the trying to cut steward time at Postal Service. So, but another first thing, gotta always mention, this is my channel and everything I say on here is from my views and my experiences. I never speak on behalf of the Postal Service, USPS, never ever, never do. So, I gotta mention that always, before I start. So anyway, today's topic, White House releases fiscal year 2026 budget details, calls for eliminating steward time at Postal Service. Just the title itself, imagine, God forbid, that goes through. Steward time, all our shop stewards, how much, they put in the time to file the grievances, stand up for us, all that. They're trying to eliminate that. So how does that going to equate to our shop stewards, doing what needs to be done? They'll be on the road. They won't have their personal office time to file these grievances. So it could be a major disaster. We need to stand up and talk to our Congress people, make the calls that, anything like this cannot pass. So just got to stand up, unite, and fight for our rights like Mr. Brian Renfro talks. So this week, the Trump admin releases $2.6 trillion fiscal year 2026 budget proposal, setting the stage for Republican-led House and Senate as they begin work to set priorities through September 30th, 2026. The proposal comes while Congress continues to work on its fiscal year 2025 reconciliation package. The White House budget calls for eliminating official time, and more specifically, steward time at the USPS. NALC's collective bargaining agreements, CBA with USPS, have long provided for payment of stewards for performing steward activities permitted under the CBA. This provision is found in Section 714 under General Provisions Government-Wide Chapter of the Technical Supplement to the 2026 Budget Appendix released by the White House. This budget proposal is calculated attack on our collective bargaining rights, letter carriers, and our union. NALC President Brian L. Renfro said, "Any attempt like this infringe upon what we have bargained in good faith will be met with the fiercest of resistance from hundreds of thousands of American letter carriers, postal employees, and the hundreds of millions of Americans we serve every day." Well said, Mr. Renfro, well said. This is particularly concerning as we prepare for incoming Postmaster General with a troubling anti-union background and further justifies growing concerns about handing over our public service to private shipper. The fiscal year 2026 request calls for 22.6% cut to non-defense spending and $163 billion cut from current year spending, which is expected to trigger major cuts to discretionary programs. Every year, budget season typically begins with a mandate from the White House to set federal spending and policy priorities. As has unfolded under provision Republican trifectas, single party control, the GOP sought to reduce federal spending and increase corporate tax breaks. While the Postal Service is not taxpayer funded, there are always implications from White House directives as included in fiscal year 2026 budget request. NALC stands ready to protect the rights of our members. The agreement we have collectively bargained and the thousands of dedicated shop stewards who enforce its terms daily. We will keep fighting like hell. There's fighting like hell, man. This Brian Renfro and this three words have gelled together like I don't know what. Fighting like hell. He has his name plastered again with these three words. After our contract came out, man, he's, when the White House started attacking us, this and that, take this away, this guy, and this fight like hell campaign, man, gotta give it to him, man. Yeah, he didn't fight like hell for all the carriers he represents, but he's surely says fight like hell everywhere. You open up his page on X, and that's all he talks about now is a fight like hell campaign, fight like hell campaign. I mean, that's all he's doing. He's sitting there collecting the six-figure from our dues, and he's chilling, literally. What else he's gonna do? Contract is done. Carriers got what we had coming to us, and he's the rest of the way until the re-election. He's gonna sit back and collect his six-figure income, whatever he does. So that's our good old Mr. Renfro for you. Letter carriers are not new to these budget battles. Despite the Postal Service not being taxpayer funded, it's ultimately up to Congress to reject this budget blueprint of destruction. We call on all members of Congress of both parties to declare this portion of the budget proposal dead on arrival. So that's what our Renfro says about the White House, the budget, and the main thing they're trying to take away steward time. Of course, this is going to go through, the Congress again. They're going to be yeas and nays. They're going to vote on it, different levels of, Senate, Congress. So again, another bill, not a bill, but they're trying to mess with the Postal Service yet again. And it's nothing new with this president. He said all kinds of federal budget cutting, so we just happen to be right there, and he's already given us the worst, I can't say worst, we haven't seen what this guy can do coming in, the new Postmaster General. Just because he has a private history, you can't really say something until he takes office and, starts working. So let me rephrase that. You don't want to say that, but different people, just by looking his history of private FedEx, he's not going to do much. Anti-union, but there, once he takes office, I mean, that time will come. He will get his chance. Like I said before, it might be who knows, it might be a good thing for the Postal Service. We gotta wait and see until he takes office. I believe in July, if I'm not mistaken, next month he's taking office. So that should be very good day when he takes office, and we'll see what this man is about. But I'm not going to be like Brian Renfro and talking negative about someone from their past and hasn't even done anything for Postal Service yet. But anyway, again, to continue talking about this, what they're trying to take away, the steward time. Shop stewards, we all know every station, how much they do for us. They run their routes too, but other than that, all that office time they need usually for grievances, whatnot, different things, different meetings they hold outside, from the station. All that they're pretty much in this article they're trying to take away. So that's not going to be a good thing at all. If they can, they won't have time to file all the grievances. It's going to turn around and hurt all the employees, obviously. it won't be anything good. So we can't have this thing go through. So definitely get in touch with your Congress people, like each and everybody. So this, like our Brian Renfro says, we need this to dead on arrival in the Senate, whatever Congress. So that's what we are. Another show of power from our president trying to cut the budget, and we always come up in the news as cut the budget here, cut the budget there. So this left and right getting attacked. Just got to keep fighting, fight like hell, as our president says. Fight for what's right. All the different shop stewards, there's thousands of them. So they work hard for all the rest of us, representing us, covering for us, defending us, the biggest word. So, much respect to all of them, by the way. All the shop stewards out there. A big thank you from Mailman Saeed to all the shop stewards out there. We really appreciate all you do for us, and we don't want anything to happen to your office time. We like things the way they are. They've been working, Post office got enough issues as it is. We don't need other things coming and hitting us left and right. So again, that's where we're at. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Well, not enjoying, is the summer heat, but it was rainy today, so felt good. Temps went down by like 15 degrees, so really felt good in the rain. Me for one, I don't mind the rain unless it's pouring. I don't mind it at all. Light rain, I love it. Wintertime or summer, light rain. Put the hat on. I really don't use the coat in the summertime. Even if it's drenching, I'll just put my hat on. So the coat, especially in the 85 degrees, is I can't do it. Granted, it's pouring rain, but I can't do it. It's too hot. So I just rather get soaked. It's so hot out there that you'll dry off in a few hours. Now, if it's drenching all day, that's a different story. You got to do your route and can get soaked. There's a chance of getting sick. So that scenario, yeah, the coat, even though you're going to sweat a lot, the coat has to come out. So anyways, hope everybody's doing good. Remember to stay hydrated in these high temperatures out there, guys. Everybody, watch your back, everything. There's a lot of stories still continuing about different cities and the arrow keys, people trying to steal our arrow keys. So please always watch your backs, your surroundings, and dogs, especially dogs. There's an article about dogs. Dog attacks on USPS carriers have increased massively. So there was another story I believe I read. This guy, what's an electric fence the dogs don't go through, and this carrier. He would come, the box is right there, right next to the electric fence, so the dog can't cross over. Now, the owner of the house, claims that the dog was pepper sprayed by the carrier, and, obviously his eyes, they had to take him to the veterinarian, and there's a big issue now as to why the carrier pepper sprayed him, the dog, and how's the carrier supposed to know? Maybe he's a new carrier, is a CCA that just saw the dog charging at him and didn't know that there was an electric fence there, and just had pepper spray. I mean, sort of speaking, he did the right thing. You can't take the chance. Dog comes at you. The owners always say, "quote unquote," he ain't gonna bite. We all know that. He ain't gonna bite you, the owner. He's defending his territory when he sees the mailman. He doesn't care it's a mailman. He thinks it's somebody gonna attack the house, or he's living on his instincts, comes out and, bites you. You can't have that. So Again, in this scenario, I'm with the carrier. Did the right thing. Pepper sprayed the dog. He didn't know about the barrier there, so the dog owner, I think the case is gonna be dead. He's trying to pursue some more legal action against USPS, but nothing is gonna be done. The carrier, we're equipped with the pepper spray for a reason. If need be, you have to use it, defend yourself. So 100% I'll be with the carrier in this scenario. So anyways, that's it, guys. Today's article about the Stewart time White House trying to take away. So hopefully that doesn't go through. We need it to be dead on arrival, like Renfro says. So hopefully so. Stay good out there. And Man Saeed will catch you on the next time. Stay blessed, guys.